Yo, 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 this your boy, this your boy. I've been trying to stay out the way, bro. I don't even like showing myself, but you know who I work for. Only the divine, you know, so they're just telling me these transmissions. These are just transmissions coming in, I gotta get off. That's it. In the dining kitchen transmissions instead of the original hardwood. So how about you do some kind of chocolate flooring? So let me tap in real quick. A timeless trend that's really coming back, and I want to be a little bit ahead of the trend and do something a little bit different than what's trending. We can reimagine it and make it our own. Oh yeah. So I have two options here. I have the more traditional version of smaller squares, and then I did get a sample of a bigger version that's more of a rectangle shape if you want to grab those. You lay them out. But yo, the great mother, the divine is just low key, just put it out there. Don't judge a book. You just never know who's who. You just don't know who's who out here. Can't go off of color. You can't go off of looks. You can't even go off of status. Straight energy. It's just energy never lies. That's what she said. And I'm learning how to just take that message with me every moment of the day. So I make sure I'm living in that truth. Because the cover of others and how things look can get the best of us when you're not standing in that fact of like, you gotta go off of the energy. Because things can look a certain type of way and it can be a whole nother thing. Whether that's good, bad, or indifferent. So it's always good to just go off energy. You know, it's just always good to go off the energy of what you're seeing, you know, because it could look a whole nother thing, but the energy will tell you something else. So they're just reminding us to just go off your energy. Because this could be situations, places, people. It's just the energy on the line. You know, you just don't want to overstay your welcome. And you just don't want to invite anything. And you don't want to close out things that are for you, but you're not sensing the energy around it. It's inviting you to a new door, but you're just judging a book by its cover, and it's kind of messing things up. So this is just reminding us not to judge a book by its cover. You know, and another thing the great mother keeps bringing up, you know, you're one of them primordial ancient beings that's assigned for a particular piece of this cosmic drama. Surrendering is necessary because you're not, there's a certain type of path that's aligned for you, so yeah, you gotta surrender. And it takes for you to just like go with the flow, and even when you in the midst of everything, you still gotta go with the flow. You can't be resistant to when you don't know what's gonna happen. No, you gotta go with the flow, no matter what happens. Cause the great mother, she has a wonderful way of affirming that everything's good, no matter how she does it. And I'm the walking example. Yeah, bro. She done took me some places, yo. She done took me some places, and I done made it back. And I could never figure out how it was going to be done, but I just knew that, hey, I'm good. It took me to some places. It did. It took me to some places. But at the end of the day, I'm here today to tell you that everything was okay. Everything was okay. It just, that's what happened when you working with the divine, when you working in alignment with the mother in the cosmos, when it comes to aligning to your call, your destiny, your purpose. Things kind of fall into place naturally to where you ain't got to do too much. You know what I'm saying? You just go on that path. Don't get me wrong. It takes two to tango, but when you allow to be on your path, your path is structured a specific way to where you ain't gotta do too much. You just gotta allow it to unfold, and that takes surrender. So they're just reminding us like, hey, some of this shit is out of your hands. You just gotta go with it. Sometimes things are out of your hands, and you could be blocking pathway just because you're trying to force it. So just kind of let the chips lay how they lay. Especially when you do the work. Especially when you be cutting up. You kind of just got to let the mother do her thing. But always let her know. 555, let her know what's up. Command. Always know what's commanded from the spirit, from your soul, and let it be known to the mother while you co-creating with the mother, because you let her know your worth. But when it comes to the path that you and the mother established before you came here, you kind of got to do it with her, because she knows what's best for you, even when you can't see. You know, she knows what's best. She'll never put you in harm's way. She don't do you like this. When you're on your path, even when you can't see, you're trying to find your way. Even when you try to find your way, but you're willing to, you know, you're willing to walk it blind. She'll never let nothing happen to you. Never. Never. Even when it feel like the world's going against you. That's an illusion of like you're alone and nobody's together with you. But that's just an illusion. That's an illusion. So don't go off of that illusion. Everything is okay. More than you think. It's just how things are set up to how we're supposed to look. But you know, just surrender to the divine, man. That's all you gotta do. You know, that's why I got Mama Oya on here, like surrendering to the motherly spirit, like what the divine got for you, you know? Because the divine got you, especially when you're upright. Come on, man. Especially when you're upright. You're not meant to struggle, but you're meant to know your worth. You're meant to know what you're capable of. You're meant to know your strengths. But you're not meant to just sit and struggle. Don't let nobody tell you that. You're meant to thrive. You're meant to wield your power and learn how to control it at your best and to tap into your fullest potential while still being of service in a balanced way. You know, you're here to do that. You're not here to be in lack. You're not here to... You know what I'm saying? No. Don't let nobody fool you. You're meant to thrive. You're royalty, you're primal, you're ancient, you're abundant. You're meant to thrive. That's your birthright. Don't let nobody fool you. But when it comes to you being spiritually crowned and you're cleaning out karmic debt for you and your ancestors, breaking generational curses, things that just come out how they come out. You got to work through things. You just got to work through things. That doesn't necessarily mean you're in bad energy, but yo, it's just kind of how things are laid out. You know, I realized that I'm like, there's some things I had to clean up for my ancestors, man. This shit ain't easy, bro. I had to clean it up for me and my ancestors. Not easy path. So when you got things like that, you just gotta work through it. You gotta know what's true to be in your being, no matter what. You're clearing out, because the smoke will clear up. Whether it's a couple months, whether it's a couple years. Yo, when you dedicated to getting that shit clean, it's gonna get cleaned up, bro. Cause man, I had a lot of work. Man, over the years, man, I ain't never gave up. I always Even though it was hard, even though there was days, man, they were just tough days, man. And I just never, I couldn't put it in my head to give up. I just was like, okay. I kind of didn't bash the negativity. I just kind of like rolled with it. I rolled with the waves. And that's kind of how healing is. You kind of roll with it. You know, I wasn't forcing it. I'm like, all right, this is what I'm dealing with. Kind of got like that. Being at peace no matter what comes at you, you know, when you get through it. Because being calm gets you through the storms. Being all chaotic will just bring about more storms. So that's the best way to go through these trials, tribulations, go through your darkness and transmute it to light is just be calm in everything. Just to be calm in everything. Even when you're in the midst of change, just be calm and you will change it to you will alter it to exactly how you want it, but you got to be calm because you're not going off of what you see, you're going off of what you feel within your being, and that's calmness. And you attract what you feel and what you know to be true within, and then it reflects outside. And then the higher frequency you are, and the more you allow it to be, you're detached from that, not looking for it, it comes to you. So just keep that in your heart. Yeah, man, let's try to get it out. You know, just be at peace no matter what. No matter what, because miracles come when you're at peace. Miracles come in when you're calm. Things come in when you're calm. Clarity comes in when you're at peace. You know, when you're at peace, when you're calm no matter what. No matter what. No matter what. Just be calm. I don't give no fuck what happened. Just be at peace and you're just going to notice that you didn't have nothing to worry about. Just be calm. Be at peace. Just no matter what. Nobody can take that away from you because you're in your own eternal world. Everybody, anything that's outside of you that isn't reflecting what you truly are is just a projection and an attempt to get you on what they're on. It'll never work unless you allow it to. You can always cancel out anything. I don't give no fuck if you're an empath. You just can feel it, don't mean you can take it on. You allow it to take it on. Just because you feel something don't mean nothing. You let the strain of it being felt get to you. Because I learned that as an empath. Just because I feel it don't mean I gotta take it on. It's something I feel. But I can cancel that shit out. 1313. I learned how to like block out a lot of energies. I ain't even go front. Because I'm just in my own world. Like, fuck what y'all got going on. But yeah. That's about it. I don't really got too much to say. You're not really going to see me on like that because I like to stay out the way. I just like to be, you know, I'm good though. I ain't got nothing to worry about. But, you know, I don't like being on camera like that. Not right now. But when they tell me to get on, I'll do it. But when they come to me, now I'm not going to get on. I have to protect my energy. But that's about it, man. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. Don't give up. You know, it's real easy to give up. Hardest thing is to keep going. So, take the path, let's travel, because, like, shit. Yeah, just keep going, bro, because I'm not, just know, I know how I can get, but when you know what's at the end of that road, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah. I feel like with, like, the cow guys, you know,
when you know what's at the end of that road, it's going to be so worth it, so just remember that. Peace, namaste. Hope you have a good one.
I would have not expected to see.
I am on Patreon, by the way. Yes, I gotta promote my Patreon, bro. I've been working on that thing for years. So it's like, Patreon will be in the description box. I mean, if you want a reading, I could do one. Tarot, like, I could do tarot. You know, like, I could do tarot. If you need me, I can scribe. If you need me. If you need a book, a consultation, when you just need somebody to talk to, you got me. I'm here for you, you know. But it might be a price, just depending on how you're coming. But if you need somebody to talk to and it ain't too deep, you know, I can check your email and give you words of encouragement as long as you're not sending me too much shit. When it comes to you wanting extra shit, you're going to have to pay for it. But you won't have to pay to hit me up. It just depends on what type of time you want. But just know I don't bite. Everything will be in the description box below for contact information. But peace, peace, peace. Much love.